there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to be experimenting with the Avata 2 and testing out the RF frequency. If you've been following me last year, a year ago, we ran the same experiment with the Avata 1 and we got some pretty interesting signals from there from all directions. But now we're going to test out and see what the RF frequency shoots out from the Avata 2. Anyway, in case you're wondering, without any further ado, come, let's get started. Okay, so we have the DJI Avata 1. And we're just going to test the frequency out to see, compare it to the Avata 2. Because about a year ago, I ran the same experiment. And with the Avata 1, we get frequency from here, and frequency from the goggles. And I just want to confirm that I'm not imagining anything. All right, so knowing that, moving forward, let's get started. This is my meter, same as before, same as last year. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the mode so we can get the RF frequency. And as you can see, the meter reading, it takes it from the side. It'd be nice if it actually did it from the front. Maybe it will. I didn't try it before. The EF MF sensor, and over here is the RF sensor. That's why. So we're going to use, it would be nice if it was reversed because then I can do it like that. But knowing that and moving forward, we're only going to be using the RF sensor in this video. All right, so as you can see, there's nothing. And if you've taken the Avata apart, you know the antenna is actually over on the side. All right, and from here, we'll get a frequency from there. So let's turn this on. Let's turn on the RC controller, okay? And of course, let's see if we can get a reading. We're not gonna get much until it actually connects to the Avata, okay? So, because it's just flashing and it's looking for its signal. And of course, we don't want the average max, right? And just leave it on average for good. All right, so now we're going to turn on the Avata, put in its battery. Hopefully there's some juice in there. Should be some. If not, we've got some extra batteries. And then now we're just going to turn on the Avata. There we go. And it should go beep beep. On 3, 2, maybe 1. Spoke too soon. But we should be getting something out of it. Oh, there we go. See? Just as I put it down. So you see, look at the frequency we're getting from here. 185, 191, 196, 199, 200. Really good frequency coming from the, sometimes we could get more, right? It's gotten over 200 before. But in this particular case, let's see if we put it there. No, we don't get much of the, because remember the sensor is right over here, okay? Oh, wow, see, 223, it jumped, which is really neat. All right, so we know we got signal from there. Now let's see what we get from the drone, okay? So we're gonna put it here. Remember the antennas are right around over there. And in case you're wondering, this might be too close, right? So we'll put that over there and give it its own personal space, okay? Not much coming out of the antennas, and when you know it's actually under here, because when you take it apart, that's where it is. There's really nothing inside of the frames. Oh, maybe it'd help if I put that there. Whoop. This way you guys can see. Okay, not much from there, but we get a little bit of something, but not enough to make drastic impact. Now let's turn on the goggles. These are the goggles in Integra, and see what kind of RF reading we get from the Integra. I'll leave a link to the description down below so you can see the test that was done last year with the same meter and see if there's any difference or comparison and how the FCC hack actually, changed. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the goggles, we get some boost. Look at that. And that was before it went beep beep. So it should get a little bit stronger, 160, 181. Let's just hold it steady. Nice. It may reach 200, it's possible. Maybe not. Let's see, we'll put it over here. Really nice. So we get a 196, 98, 99. Oh, so we break 200. All right, so that's good. So you get strong RF frequency from here, and then you get strong RF frequency from here, roughly the same. Again, we don't want interference from here because that's struggling to call back home, right? To call back to its buddy. And of course here, roughly the same. You know, it takes a while for it to peak to about 200, right? I wonder if that does anything, you know, but no, not much. And then, you know, depending on where it's put will determine whether or not we reach that. Oh, there we go, that 200 marker. And then for here, I'll go back, right? Well, actually, wrong meter. Go back here, put the meter here. So as you can see, the Avata, there's not really a strong RF reading. So basically this thing is calling out to the Avata and then telling it what to do. And the stronger the signal is here, the better it is for the drone experience, which is why when you have, you know, when it's clear path all the way, you get better. Of course, the drone's right there. So the drone, you know, works better when the drone is further away. See that? Look at that. So we got there. But the main goal is to actually see what it does when, let's just turn it off and turn it on again. See how the signals interact with each other. And of course, maybe move that over there. And then we're going to turn it on again. Okay. And once it goes beep, beep, we'll see what sort of RF signal we get again. See if we can maintain its consistency with holding the signal, keeping the signal. We can shut this thing off, let this baby reset, reboot. Okay. And now we're going to put this in again. All right. And then we're just going to turn it on. We're in electric. We don't want electric, so I'm going to change the mode. Not magnetic. The magnetic will probably work well on the Tesla coil. We have a video on that. See, we reboot, we got the signal, but you don't ever want to shut this off while your drone is flying. So again, we get roughly the same, almost 200 with the RF frequency on the DJI Avata version 1, which is kind of neat. And you know, depending on where we hold this, maybe there, see, and there. Either way, it's a strong signal. And as for whether it maintains a constant flow of 200 would be ideal, but maybe there. Nope, drops there. And maybe there. Oh, there we go. Maybe there. Not bad. See, 79, 80. Almost. We broke 200 before, which was pretty good. Let's see if we can get it there. Nope, further away. Let's see. Further away it drops, but we know that there really is a strong signal boost coming from here, from the RF frequency. And then from the goggles, right? Goggles is stronger. So the goggles compensates for, if we shut the goggles off, of course we're going to get a stronger signal. And probably the further away, the better. But I just want to see, so you notice that we get signal from RF signal from here, right? We get really good strong RF signal from here. And from the drone, you know, not so much. It's like, it's not, you know, it's optimal, but there is something, and that's where the antenna is, because we've taken it apart. So it's definitely not there. Not there. There is a little bit in there, like inside, but nothing that it's going to peak the meter for the RF signal to be that extraordinary, you know. All right, so knowing that and moving forward, what I want to do is I was like, I wonder if it's the same thing with the Avata 2, right? So we're going to shut this off. We know we get good RF frequency here, and I don't know. That's why I was like, this should be interesting. So we'll just shut everything off so there's no interference, right? So we're going to put this back in its case. I actually sold my other goggles because I had 2 Integra goggles to a fella out in New York, and he has an Inspire 2 or 3, whatever it's called, and can't wait to meet him again because we might go flying in that. Amazing. So knowing that and moving forward, this is off, so it shouldn't interfere. Most likely this could go like there. And now we're just going to slide over, make sure that that's over there. All right. And now we're going to try out the Avata 2. Okay. So here go the goggles for the Avata 2. Here's the remote controller. The motion control. And where's the drone? Oh, here it is right here, right next to me. All right, so knowing that and moving forward, let's turn the drone on first. Maybe we'll do it a little bit differently here. Okay. Let it turn on and see if there's any signal coming out of it with the RF meter. And this one I don't know. I've never taken it apart, so I don't know where the antennas are. So we'll just roll it around until we get an interesting reading. Right? For sure, that's the battery. I wonder what the battery gives off. Let's change the mode to electric. No electric. Magnetic. For sure. All right. Now we're back to the RF. All right. Not much. Maybe over there. Nope. You know what? I think the antenna might be here. So let's see. Not much. Interesting. Because we do get a reading from the Avata. A little something it throws off. But nothing from the Avata 2. All right, let's try the goggles. This is really interesting. I wonder why they went shortchanged on a lot of stuff. Between the plastics and things that call out. All right, so now that should go beep beep. Move this a little bit over there. Pull up the antennas. Okay, and then see what kind of reading we get. Oh, we got some. 14, 31, 49. Okay, 63. Let's see. Fair readings. Right, 54. So we got some from the goggles, 79, 80. Come on, you got this. We need you to go higher. 92, interesting. 90. We need it to at least break 100, to at least do better, like better than its predecessor, than its nemesis, really. Interesting. All right, so not able to break 100. Maybe there. Yeah, maybe I should check out the teardown video on this. This way I can see exactly where the antenna is. For sure, I think this is empty. I doubt there's anything in here because it's just a hinge, so it's impossible to hinge something through there. Oh, there we go. Maybe not. Maybe I suppose. Oh, 100. Interesting. We broke 100, but that's probably because it's probably under there. We get 10. And so not so strong. The goggles, not so strong of a reading, to be honest with you. Yeah, not impressed. Not impressive and not impressed. 100, we all broke 100, but it jumps up and down. And maybe in the front. Fair. Let's see if we can break 100 again with our RF frequency reader. I feel like Ghostbusters. Oh, there we go. 101, 121. Ooh, nice. Okay. So we broke 121 on this one. And now, let's see. It's small, though. I doubt it'll give off a bigger signal. Let's see. Wow, that was pretty fast. Maybe I spoke too soon. Wait, the only trouble is here. Oh, wow, look. I'm holding it underneath and it's giving off a signal. That's pretty powerful for a small little thing. And then let's see what we get this way. Wow, look at that. 207, 260, 221. Wow, 226, 228, 230. Interesting. So that explains a lot. When I was flying, I was facing this way, right? But the drone was going that way. So the drone's going that way. I'm facing this way. And then as soon as I turned around, the signal, the megabytes per second, increased astronomically. And this actually explains why. Because this is the main culprit in giving the Avata its directions. Interesting. We got a strong. Wow, this is mighty powerful. Yeah, Big things do come in small packages. Yeah. And on the Avata 1, it couldn't maintain a signal of 2 something. So this is nice. Can you imagine if they made this backwards compatible? The range you would get on your Avata 1? Because as you can see, it broke 200, but you have to hold it. And this one goes to 224 right away. Let's see, there, and right away. Wow, this thing's really powerful. Interesting. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let's see. Could always reset it. Sometimes that happens. But it was powerful. Where am I? RF, as you can, RF, as you can see. And let's try it again. Pull it out, put it back. It's possible that the Avata went into, oh, you know what else? Let's test it like this. Make sure there's nothing underneath. Actually put this under here since we have some stuff that could possibly get caught. Nice. So yeah, it was probably going to sleep, and it just needed to be woken up again. But still maintains the power, which is great. Can't recall if I turned on the other one. Oh, 235. Nice. So we definitely got some boost. Actually, let's test the goggles and see. Not bad. Oh, 115. Okay, it seems the right side. Oh, wow, 160, 150. I think we broke 200 before on this. Yeah. There we go, 156, 159. Let's see if we can, what reading we get from there. 95. It's kind of sporadic. They should put the antenna like, so less on the right side and a stronger frequency on the antenna from the left side. See that? Pretty good. Let's say underneath. Not much happening under. Oh, actually, it would help if we did that. Most likely here. Extreme. Yeah, so we get, again, stronger RF frequency on the left side of the antenna, right? And not so great RF frequency on the right side. So maybe you just, like, I don't know, tilt your head to the side. But this is interesting. Now this one I have to be really careful. Oh, actually, let me see. Maybe it would make sense if they put the antenna here. But we don't get much reading. Not very good. There, I'll do that so you guys can see. No, not much. Not like the Avata 1, where we get a stronger signal coming around from the other side. Yeah. Nope. We'll shut that off. Interesting. Now let's see what we get here. Yeah, so definitely, wow, this thing is really powerful. It's like they pushed everything to this thing. Look at that. 217, 222. And good luck getting that with the Avata 1. That's why it would be amazing if they made this backwards compatible to what you could do with the motion controller thingy. I guess it's just newer technology. So that pretty much sums up that. We're going to shut this off and test it out with the Avata 1. Shut this off. Definitely, this explains a lot with, if you've been following me and seen my flight videos, and how when I'm flying, I'm like, wait, I lost my signal. And then if I turn a different way, things just flow different. I get things to get boost up. And this explains why. And back to this one, of course, here, it is bigger, but bigger doesn't necessarily always mean better. But we still, and the signal here doesn't begin, right, until you actually are connected to the drone. Whereas here, the signal actually begins as soon as it goes on, I believe. Let's see. Or does it not? No, same experience. So once it connects to the drone, that's when the signal begins. I'll just shut that off to be sure, just to make sure if we do a hard reset and see what that does. Nope, nothing. So again, it has to be on to get its up, but except it's on electric. So just double check, change the mode to RF. Yeah, no, nothing, which is fine. All right, so nothing until the drone is on. All right, knowing that and moving forward, we're just gonna shut this off and go back to the Avata 1 because I just want to test something out. It'll connect really quick. Beep beep, we should hear that. Didn't connect. It takes a little bit. See how, oh, see there. So as soon as it connects, that's when the signal starts. Kind of neat though, huh? Look at that. So this one always maintains a strong signal close to 200 or sometimes over 200. Let's see where it'll cap off at. 205, 204, around there. And from the Avata, from the drone, where its antennas are, we don't get much, to be honest with you. Nothing similar to the other experience. Let's just hold it there next to its RF slight. It just says good, right? Just good. That's it. Let me try turning it on. I don't want this to go in there. Well, let's try turning it on. Actually, oh, well, we can't turn it on anyway until the goggles are connected. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. So let's turn on the goggles again. We're just doing one last test for comparison. Put this here so it doesn't get caught. Let's see. And when it goes beep beep, that's when we'll do it. I have to watch. Actually, you know what? Let's put this on my wrist so then we know it won't accidentally go into the propellers. All right, so then we got here again. Everything's connected. It's not barring, you know, from the other side, unless it's not like dividing and conquering. You know, it fluctuates. But let's see what we get here. Actually, let's go here. Okay, so it's on. Let's turn it off, do a hard reset, change the mode. All right, and then turn it off, turn it on again, and mode again. Oh, see, it needed a reset. All right, so that's fine. Look at that. It was able to break 200 before, but it didn't. So I'm just gonna take the remote out of my hand and see what we get. Oh wow! So we get a stronger signal, but it doesn't. It's not like the other one, but there is something coming out of here, unlike the other Avata 2, and that's where the antenna is. Yeah. So, let's try the antennas. I'll put this over here. Okay, so the antenna does give off more once the drone is on, but whereas with the goggles, the newer goggles, the goggles 3 don't. Interesting. So with this and this stronger signal, some from there. Well, let's shut that off. Really interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, does it matter? Does it not matter? Now we see why this one has better communication. Definitely for sure, because everything has a little bit of something coming out. Whereas, you know, with the Avata, you know, the Avata 2, not so much. And that one signal is being shared, you know, with this little guy and then signaling out to all the other fellas. But you know, it still works. It works great. It's just different technology they're using behind the brains of everything. But again, this is still a good drone. If you have it, you know what I'm talking about. And that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Who would have thought big things come in small packages? So this is a really powerful remote, motion controller slash receiver. Gotta love it. But that explains a lot. If you saw the video of me doing the review on the Ken Dono prop guards, I was facing this way and the drone was going that way. And I thought the prop guards were actually interfering with the signal of the drone. But as soon as I turned my hand and the goggles in the direction of the drone, the signal picked up to 60 megabytes per second, which was just phenomenal. What interesting too, and now we see why, you know, after running the test with the RF frequency, that everything 95% is coming from here and there, but the drone, you know, is a little bit of a different experience. Whereas with the Avata 1, you could sit this way and have the drone going that way. And I do notice a lot whenever I'm flying the Avata 2, if I'm facing this way, I tend to turn in the direction of the drone so that I can continue to have the full flight experience and the maximum megabytes per second inside the goggles so that the video footage is just optimal. That's a little disappointing, but now we can see why it's like that. Again, with the Avata 1, you don't have to like, oh, I gotta move this way. Oh, I gotta move that way. With the Avata 2, you kind of do, and we've seen it before in a previous video, and that's what kind of inspired me to run this test. I was like, something's not right. You know, why do I have to every time point this in the direction of the drone instead of like, why can't I just sit in a chair or on the ground and just fly like that? And this pretty much sums it up and explains why. But it's still pretty powerful. I don't mind. You get used to moving in the direction of the drone to obtain that optimal video footage. At first, it's sort of annoying, but you know, it works because the camera is simply amazing. Anyway, that pretty much sums it up. I hope this video helped you in better understanding the RF frequency on the DJI Avata 2. Who knows, maybe a year from now, we'll be running the same experiment on the Avata 3. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.